Hello, hello. This is Silent Raven, and today I'm going to be doing a tier list of characters in My Hero Ultra Rumble for this season. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to rank off the top of my head and kind of explain why a character is good or bad. So, yeah, we're just going to start off with the community's laughing stock, Purple Dobby. Um, there's honestly just no redeeming him. I don't know. His alpha bad, no damage. His tracking is not even good. His beta is like the best thing about him, and they unironically made him worse by adding Lady Nagant. And speaking of which, Lady Nagant is S tier. Now that I think about it, she's actually like a tier above S. Or we're just gonna make a Lady Nagant tier. Yeah, I think that's appropriate. Why is Lady Nagant in her own league? Why is she like the new god of My Hero Ultra Rumble? Oh, it's simple. She one shots you. That's really it. Like she's the only character in the game that just instantly deletes you. She puts you, and she can guarantee it because she puts you in this combo where she melees and special actions, and everything, your shield, your health, it's all gone. And I mean, her beta stuns you, so she can confirm into a special action. Her gamma, ridiculous mobility. Uh, she has a double jump. I mean, there's literally nothing you can really do against Lady Nagant. And we're gonna start off with more top tiers here because there's another one I want to talk about. Blue Deku. Um, I mean, his gamma is one of the best abilities in the game. His beta is really good. His alpha, I mean, his alpha, like his super armor alpha, he can also just do it in the air without the super armor. He's one of the characters that does literally 8 different things. He has a ground alpha that has super armor. He has an air alpha that doesn't have super armor, but it's faster. He has his beta, which is his base beta, which is his shoulder check. And then he has his second beta, which is the quintuple smash, which is like an earthquake, an AOE attack. And then he has this gamma, his fifth thing where he has increased movement speed, and he has the stupid ass melee gimmick. Um, and then his alternate gamma, which locks onto you from far away and confirms 100 damage at least when it hits. And his special action, which is his smoke screen, and his special action also does the Fajin. It gives him a buff to jump that helps him chase even better. So the character does 8 different things, and they all complement with his melee really well. And he has an insane melee loop. They even when they patched it, people still find a way to combo with his melee only, which is ridiculous. But he is the second best character. He doesn't one shot you like Lady Nagant. You just can't escape him really, and he will destroy you. And speaking of other rapids that destroy you, Rapid All Might. They buffed his beta so that he always keeps the momentum when he uses it. So basically, you can't run from him. You just can't. His punches have super armor. His His alpha has super armor, not his punches. His alpha has super armor, but it's literally just a minigun. And if you pair it with the Lady Nagant tuning, you're just wiping out entire teams within like seconds at this point. Because you kill someone with your alpha, it recharges like super fast. And so you're just able to kill another person with your alpha. And so then that also fucking stacks for another reload speed, and then you kill the third person. So you can basically just kill an entire team, if not more, with your alpha alone because of the Nagant tuning. I should also rate characters on their tuning, because what Rapid Deku also has, he has that insane acceleration tuning where if you punch someone, you just have increased movement speed, like for a long time. Like it's like he has a ridiculous tuning. Lady Nagant is really good tuning. I don't even remember what the All Might tuning even does, Blue All Might tuning, but I mean, what are you gonna do against Rapid All Might? Because his alpha has super armor and it machine guns you. His beta like always keeps up with you no matter what. Even if he doesn't want to like chase you with it, he has a projectile off of it too. Like it does two different things. And don't even get me started on his suplex. I mean, it's just like guaranteed like splash damage, you know. So yeah, that's Rapid All Might. We might as well just rate all of them All Mights. Armored All Might, one of the best characters in the game. His alpha freezes and does a lot. He can always chase you across the map with his special action. And his like wires. And then his gamma drones. I mean, they're not that good, but I mean, they are very helpful. But it all pales in comparison to his alpha, because he just freezes you on top of doing a lot of damage. His melee loop is not his melee loop. His melee in general is just really good. Like his melee helps him catch up to you, and it does a lot of damage. So yeah, I mean, there's not much you can really do with Armored All Might. Like he just needs some damage nerfs, and I guess he'll be fine. And maybe a nerf to like his chase capability, but he's just really good. He's a really good top tier. Let's do Yellow All Might. Yellow All Might's like a B tier. You don't really see people playing Yellow All Might because the other ones are just like way better. But he has really good damage. He has that stupid ass beta chain. And his gamma is also pretty good, but he's not half of like what he used to be back in like the beta. Like All Might used to be a fucking monster compared to the other characters, but we're kind of just he's kind of been power crept, but his kit can still keep up, unlike some of the other characters. So yeah, and since we've got all the All Mights, let's finish the rest of the Dekus. I've always thought Yellow Deku was just balanced. There's nothing really wrong with him. I mean, if they buffed his alpha again, he'd probably be like A tier, or maybe make his beta a little better. I don't know. Or if they made his gamma have 2 charges at like level 4, then he'd probably be like A tier. Like he'd be like mid A tier. Because his main problem is he doesn't have that much chase capability, and his special action isn't even that good, even though it's an instant res. It's not better than like, let's say, Froppy. It's not better than Cementos. It's not better than Compress. It's not better than I feel like I'm missing a character. Ida and All Might have like the exact same special action, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, I mean, they don't really need to buff Yellow Deku, but I don't know. I feel like he's a really fun, like, balanced character. I don't think they need to change anything about him. I think he's really good. Red Deku. I've seen more yellow Dekus than reds recently. Not nearly as much as the blue, but I mean, I don't know. I don't think he's worse than yellow Deku. I don't know because I think his beta is better. His alpha, it does similar damage, but it also has like a shotgun kind of form. Uh, Yellow Deku's gamma is kind of better than Red's. I don't know, because like his red does a lot of damage. The red Deku gamma does a lot of damage, but I don't know. It doesn't provide nearly as much mobility as Black Whip. I think all in all, Red Deku is just a slightly better version of Yellow. I don't think that's crazy to say. Um, let's look at a worse character. Uh, let's look at a really bad character, Kirishima. Um, yeah, there's not that much to say. I mean, like his redeeming qualities are his tankiness, like his super armor, his health, his special action. But yeah, he doesn't do as much damage. He doesn't do that consistent damage as like characters that are top tier. He doesn't really like get away. Like he can't really move that much. Like it's really hard. Like a yellow Kirishima has to either commit to the kill or die. You know. And in other cases, it's like Kirishima can't chase you down. He can't really play buildings right compared to other characters. I mean, he's been so power crept that it's insane. Like if you want to play Kirishima, just play his red counterpart. Like there's no reason to ever play yellow. But let's look at his red counterpart. His red counterpart is A tier. I don't think he's as good as like Blue Deku, Blue All Might, or anyone in that top four right now. But his alpha is really solid. He has a lot of mobility with it, and I think he could do decent damage. His beta is really cancerous and annoying, and it does a lot of damage. His gamma, really good. Yeah, and then on top of that, you have a special action, which provides a lot of tankiness. I think Red Kirishima also has a willpower, which is a really good tuning. All in all, I mean, he's solid. He's really good. He's a really good character. I mean, people who play against him will say that he's stupid and annoying, and honestly, I would agree. But I don't think he's on this level of like S tier or anything. Let's get into Red Bakugo. Red Bakugo's he's fallen off since season 1, but do I think he's better than any Deku? Not really. I think Red Bakugo is C tier. I've seen a lot of people play him more than his blue counterpart. I don't really know why, but I mean, he does have a lot of strengths. He has his primary. His primary doesn't do that much, but it doesn't isn't do as much as it used to, and there's a lot of like resistance to it. They added like the knockdown features. They added more knockdown to the game, so it's hard to like just spam people with your alphas. His betas are really good for area control. His gamma is really solid. Like it does a lot. You see some people even like upgrading the gamma first, and just doing damage with that. And I don't know. Like if it was more consistent, I think he'd probably be B tier. But I think he needs like maybe a buff to his alpha. I don't know, but I don't really think he's that good right now. I don't know. I don't think he's bad or good. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna put him in the bottom B tier. I don't think he's like C tier. I think he's solid. And Blue Bakugo is better than Deku's. I don't think he's better than Yellow All Might. Blue Bakugo has probably the best. Well, I mean best mobility in the game hasn't been true for a bit due to Nagant, due to these two, due to even Purple All Might. But yeah, I feel like he has better mobility than most characters. I feel like he has the best like directional change compared to the other characters. I don't know. I because his alpha pushes him back, so he could create a lot of distance. His beta can close the gap and connect with his gamma. His special action has always been really good. But I don't know. I think he's been struggling lately because of all the characters that can perform in the air better, like Young All for One, and people who can shoot him down, like Todoroki, Yellow Deku, even. But I mean, he's still solid. I think he performs really well in open areas. But I mean, with buildings, he struggles a lot. Like he can't move the same when he's in a building. So I feel like that's kind of where you kind of have to hold him back into B tier. I feel like if there wasn't a, I feel like if it was like a building, he'd be like solid A S tier. But I don't know, with the inclusion with the many buildings around the map in like Chaos City and UA Island, even USJ, if it, like he just struggles. I mean to be fair, UA Island, not UA Island, USJ is probably like his best map because a lot of the buildings in that map are destructible. Like most of them aren't like fully fledged structures like in the other maps. So I feel like Blue Bakugo would be like kind of like S tier in USJ. I just think he's really good, but I don't know. I feel like his ability to play around like corners and buildings is what holds him back from being like top tier. Blue Uraraka I think is better than Red Kirishima. She still has those like insanely like cancerous combos. I don't think they one shot anymore. I don't think she could combo you to death necessarily, but I mean like the nerfs didn't really change anything. Like the only reason she's not S tier is because these three are just way better in my opinion. I mean, I don't even know. I feel like most people would agree that these three are better than like anyone in like A, B, C, T, you know. But she doesn't quite combo you to death anymore. There's already a character who can do that, Lady Nagant. But let's look at Yellow Uraraka. Do I think she's better than Blue? She's definitely A tier. She could probably be an S. Her alpha has a lot of knockback, so she can always put you in the storm. Her gamma platform has a lot of potential for healing and revives. Her beta is really good mobility. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say she's S tier. I feel like most people like would say that Blue is better or she's not as good as these three, but I don't know. Like she does so much damage and she has so much mobility too. She has the strength of being able to actually like heal and res at endgame. I feel like people are sleeping on her compared to the other characters. And then we get to Ida. Ida's like C tier. I don't know. I mean, I don't really see that many Idas anymore compared to like season like compared to the earlier seasons, they just keep adding characters that are faster than him, even though he's supposed to be one of the fastest characters in the show. Uh, he's very like he's a very hit and run character that's kind of one dimensional in the grand scheme of things. I mean, his attacks are very easy to roll, and his gamma actually has a punishment. Oh, you know what I hate? You know what I really hate about Blue Deku is he has a gamma that functions basically like Ida's, but he doesn't get punishment for it, and it like constantly buffs him. It constantly buffs his movement speed, and he gets access to like 3 different abilities that like instantly win him a team fight or any 1v1 scenario, and he could win anything. It's literally just a better version of fucking Ida's gamma. No matter how good Ida's gamma is, like his moves are just too predictable. His moves are too predictable to really like justify putting him any higher. I will say I've seen like crazy Ida players on like TikTok and shit where they'll just like do some devious like combos and fucking kick the shit out of people, but most of the time when that happens, it's usually against bad players who are always like waking up to him, and so they just instantly like hit a beta or hit another combo. So usually it's just like, yeah, the combos are flashy, but Ida's just not good. I do respect the hustle though. Strike Todoroki. I've been playing him a bit. He's been pretty good recently. Would I say he's better? He's better than any character in B tier. But would I think he's good, like A tier good? Maybe. I'm gonna put him in top of B tier for now. His freeze alpha combo is like the most. It's like the easiest like guard break combo in the game, other than alpha beta from this guy. His walls are pretty good. It provides coverage from most things, and he can shoot through it. And if you get close enough to him, like he just does like 100 damage with it, even at level 1. He doesn't have as much mobility as these guys though. Like he has he has really good ground coverage, but he just doesn't get away from people who are playing these, you know. I feel like if he was better at that, he'd be like A tier, high A tier, but I don't think he's A tier level. Tech Todoroki, he's fallen off quite a lot. He's only really good in UA Island. I'm gonna put him like C tier. I don't think he's as bad as Kirishima. I feel like a lot of people are saying that he's worse than he actually is. I don't think he's that bad. It's just that he does. Ever since they nerfed him, like, I think they nerfed his alpha. Ever since they nerfed that, he stopped being a demon. What he could do was control buildings really well. He still does, but now they made it to where that's like all he does, kind of. When you shoot his beta, it does that weird ass explosion thing. His fire tornadoes also control buildings a lot. Like, all he really is just a fucking building controller. So he's only really good in USJ. No, not USJ. UA Island. He's only good at UA Island. USJ, he struggles because it's more open. It has longer sightlines. And then you have Chaos City. He can control some buildings, but oftentimes, since the map is too big, you're going to find yourself taking final circles in, like, open areas. And so, a Tech Todoroki is just always going to struggle. But I don't think he also struggle. He also has the same problem where he can't he can't really get away from people who are playing S tiers or people who could just like, constantly chase him or escape from a fight. He can't chase. He can't get away. He kind of he kind of has the problem with Todoroki, but worse because at least Strike Todoroki has the ice slide, but Purple has nothing. Oh, and I don't even get me started on both of their special actions, both Todorokis. They have like one of the worst special actions in the game. Like it's supposed to be like an area control of fire, but it does nothing. It does no damage. It does maybe like 10, but like that I think that's only if you're like staying in there. Other than that, literally nothing. It's inconsequential. Like you kind of forget that you even have it unless you have no other abilities. But yeah, let's look at Froppy. Froppy is I don't think she's better than Ida. She has a better special action though. I'm gonna put her top C tier. I think she's just kind of a better Ida. Her gamma. Actually, no. I'm not gonna put him above Ida. Her gamma is useless, but she has a very strong beta combo. She can always she always has a way to chase you, but she has like no health. Um, Her special action is really good, but I mean, all you can only hit it and run with her. Like you can't really do much with her. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm not that good with Froppy. But I mean, I feel like most people would agree that she's not even really good. She does have. She can chase down lower tier characters, and okay, she can chase down lower tier characters, and she has a really good special action. I feel like, but I feel like also Ida can chase down low tier characters really good too. So I don't know. I don't think she's better than Ida. I feel like Ida just is more consistent. You could always miss with Froppy, but I feel like Ida locks on with his alpha and his beta. But yeah, she's like below average. Momo. Momo. She's better than she's kind of a better Tech Todoroki. She controls buildings better with her cannons. Her beta is kind of okay for chasing down lower tier characters. And her alpha does have really good hit stun. And her special action does a lot too. I mean, it guarantees that you get heals and maybe level ups, maybe a res card. But also, her special action isn't that great because it has a long cooldown. And it can be exploited a lot by Toga in particular. So I can't really justify ever putting her in B tier. But I can definitely see her being better than Ida and Froppy. I do think she's better. I feel like as Ida and Froppy, you can't really chase down a Yaoyorozu because she can always go to a building or like a small area and just spam cannons. That's what most Momos do. Just utilize her cannons really well. And then you'll have some of the way better Momos who combo you with her alpha stun, maybe her melee, and then put you into a corner for her cannons to kill you on wake up. But again, she struggles against characters that can go in the air, and she struggles against characters that are fast. She can't chase you down with her shield. Like, there's literally, like, she either has to use everything to chase you down or, die. I don't know. Or just, like, leave you alone. Like, she cannot chase you. And she either has to commit to the kill or die. because she cannot run away. Red Denki. Red Denki's really good. I think he's like A tier. He has that very cancerous gamma and alpha combo. He has good area control with his beta, and it goes through walls too. You could even combo it with the gamma too, if you want, but the alpha combo is stronger. There's no real like weakness to him. Like his even his gamma can kind of chase. He can even kind of use it to run away, but it's not that strong necessarily. His electrification, his special action is really good for combos too. Like he can melee alpha with his special action on. That's also really strong. Yeah, he's a really solid character, but I don't think his mobility is as strong as it could be. I feel like there are characters that can get away from him, or a lot of low tier characters can also like a lot of low tier characters can fight him. It's just that he's just better. He just has a stronger kit overall. But yeah, don't ever play a corner with him, or don't ever play like a building with him. Like God, don't even try to get close to him. To be honest, because he will like stun you. You kind of gotta know when he will use his gamma, because otherwise like you're done. You know. But yeah, really good character. Better than these guys. Purple Denki. I don't think he's as good as Red. I think he's kind of worse than Red Todoroki. All he really is just like a building like spammer. Like all he does is like spam with his alpha and set traps with his beta. His gamma is a better version of. It has better travel distance than Red Denki's gamma, but I feel like overall Red Denki just like kills way better, and Purple Denki is just kind of balanced in comparison. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with Purple Denki, but he's not nearly as like cancerous as these guys. So, Monoma. Monoma used to be like S tier. Oh my god. The amount of combos you could do with him if you had Ida Gamma, or if you had any of Yellow Endeavor's abilities, you could just control the entire game, bro. But after the nerfs, Monoma is like he's top of B tier, I'll say. He can only use the special action a few times before it has to reset the cooldown. So you can't just abuse his beta in order to just camp the air anymore. But I mean, he's still really strong with his combo potential. His base quirks aren't even that bad. But I mean, he has the advantage of always having like 6 different abilities to use. So just good luck fighting him. He still has that cancerous like Yellow Endeavor combo, which could honestly put him in A tier, but it's not nearly as powerful as it was before. So we're just gonna keep him in top of B for that. Yellow Kendo. Uh, Not as bad as Kirishima, but I mean, I don't know. Like her entire gimmick is around her gamma. Her alpha does like nothing. Like shotgun bullets aren't great in this game, not even on Red Deku. So she already has kind of like a disadvantage from her alpha. She has I think the worst special action in the game. The only saving grace that yellow Kendo has is her gamma and kind of her beta. But I mean, her beta isn't great. All it really does is protect you from damage, which is kind of okay. But what it's really meant to do is bait people into like hitting it or like getting close enough to it so that it stuns them for a free gamma. And then her gamma is like her best move. Her gamma is just really good. But I mean, when every other part of your kit is useless and you can't really chase anyone, you can't really run away from a fight. I mean, and your special action like actively hinders you to throw someone. I mean, yeah, like there's no reason for it to play her over like her red counterpart. And speaking of her red counterpart, A tier, definitely A tier. Is she better or I'm gonna put her top of A tier for now. Really good mobility. She has a crazy beta that um I think it's her beta. It does like damage reduction, a lot of damage reduction, and it's mostly just a bait to like hit you, but she doesn't even need to take damage when she uses it. She could just do it automatically. So it's literally just her. Yeah, it's literally just Yellow Kento's clap, but it's just better because it gives damage reduction without her needing to use an entire different ability to shield herself. And yeah, her gamma really good mobility. Her alpha is okay. It's not great. It's not like it's not something you could just spam. So like her alpha's okay. That's all it really is. But like her beta and her gamma are so good. It just like carries her, and she has really good health. So it's hard. She is pretty hard to kill. I don't really see that many people even play Kendo anymore. Not even her red, but I still think she's really good. Ibarra. Ibarra. D tier. She has a really good instant res. Her beta has good building control. Her alpha does a bit of damage. Her gamma has health priority, but she doesn't control buildings better than Tech Todoroki or Yayorozu. You're better off just playing these guys. Her alpha can't really hit anyone in the air unless you aim it, but it's also really slow. And her gamma is incredibly hard to hit. And if you want a good instant res, you're better off playing Froppy. Um, you're better off playing even Cementos. There's just no real reason to pick her. She does have good health. I'll give her that, but I mean, Purple All Might has 400 HP. That's not even one of the reasons I even mentioned like how Purple All Might was top tier. Like he has 400 HP. It's ridiculous. But I could honestly maybe put her low C tier because maybe she's not nearly as bad as these three down here. But I'm just gonna put her top of D tier. I feel like a lot of people just do her job way better. There's not really much reason to play Ibarra. Rapid Mirio. I hate both Mirios. I hate them. I don't know why the community treats Mirio like he's some sort of Giga Chad. And I'm so sick of people downplaying this character. He is like top of B tier. I don't think he's better than Momo actually. But he's top of B tier. Like, do you understand how often this character is always in final circle? That's because you can't fucking kill him. It doesn't matter how inconsistent his fucking abilities are. It doesn't matter that he has one of the lowest health pools in the game. It doesn't matter. You can't kill him. His gamma blocks projectiles. And I don't think you can melee it. You have to walk through it in order to melee it. His beta guarantees that you can't hit him. His alpha also has iframes. They're not nearly as it's not nearly as quick, or not nearly as quick. It's not nearly as long as like his beta or his special actions iframes, but he's still invincible when he uses it, and it does a lot of damage if it hits you. His special action, it either flies to a teammate or it fucking makes him go through walls for a good period of time. So, bottom line is, you can't chase him. You can't really run away from him either. The only reason he's not really a S tier is his moves don't lock on like other characters. So you have to actually aim his fucking combos. But also, like, his moves can be rolled. But I mean, even for those reasons, there's a reason, like, he's always in the end game. There's a reason he's always alive, you know? You just can't kill him. You really just can't really kill Mirio. Unless, like, unless the Mirio is just a bad player, which most Mirios are. Unless just a bad player, or it's just Final Circle and he can't really run. But I am so tired of the people who just downplay the fuck out of Blue Mirio, dude. I fucking hate this character. He's so cancerous to fight. And then Purple Mirio has essentially the same problems as Blue Mirio, but he also does a lot of damage. His special action already gives him a lot of immunity. Not only does his alpha give him immunity, it does damage on top of that, and he can create a lot of distance from you. His beta, he goes into the ground, but he does more. He punches and does a little weird ass combo. So you can't really roll out of it like you could Rapid Mirio's beta. Oh, and his gamma, oh my god. If you ever have the misfortune of firing on a fucking Purple Mirio and they just trigger the gamma and he just does like 150 damage at like fucking level 1, like, it's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. Like literally one of the best characters in the game. And I saw a person on TikTok, like, he's all like, oh, Purple Mirio's not that broken. He's like the average like Mirio down player, but I'm honestly surprised that people are actually defending Purple Mirio. Like, he's literally just fucking more AIDS than his blue counterpart. Like, I am so sick of seeing Mirio every game. Dude, Mirio is the reason. Mirio is literally the reason why expert lobbies, ace rank lobbies, are always like 7 teams, 6 teams in like the final circle. There's like always like at least 5 teams left in the final circle because of Mirios, dude. You can't kill them. If Mirio's not good, then why is he always in final circle? Like, I just don't get it. I just don't get how people downplay him so hard. Just because the blue character requires a modicum of skill, a little bit of skill, that doesn't mean he's not good. Like, I'm so sick of people who just downplay the character. He doesn't even take that much skill. Like, it's either just doing the stupid ass alpha combo, or it's just holding alpha and sniping people. Yes, you have to predict their movement, but it's pretty easy to fucking play around that. So don't even get me started. And even if you don't do that, you can always just melee combo with the Gamma. So you're always doing a lot of damage. So I don't know why people say Blue Mirror is not good. I'm so sick of people saying that. Yeah, he's not A tier. He's not S tier. He's not Lady Nagan. But come on. I'm so sick of people downplaying this character. It's so annoying. Nejire. C tier. She used to be like one of the best characters in the game on release, but they nerfed her quite a bit, and I don't know. I'm gonna put her bottom B tier. I don't think she's as bad as these guys, but she's all right. She's not great. I think she's just good. Like, obviously, her biggest advantage is that she's always in the air. But I mean, there are people who can like snipe her. There are people. She can't just be in the air forever now, so she can be fought by like ground characters somewhat. So I mean, she's not she's not a tyrant. She's just good. She's just a really good air character. She's just decent. She's a decent air character. She's not better than Bakugo, but she's a good air character. And then we got to Amajiki, top of A tier. I feel like people overrated him on release. Like he is really good. Like his beta is a very very good lock on and does a lot of damage. His cannon is really good at doing damage and it finishes down people really quick. His alpha can grab you and combo with his special action and his beta. I think he's a really good character, and he's not as cancerous to fight as like some of these guys like Red Kendo, Red Kirishima, Purple Mario. You know, I don't know. I don't think Tamaki is that problematic. I think he's always been just really good. Shinso. I don't really like fighting this guy. If it was simply 1v1, he'd be like better than Blue Deku, arguably. But I mean, since it's a team-based game, and just because he can 1v1 you like a monster doesn't mean he's like one of the best characters in the game. I think he's not as good as Blue Uraraka, but I think he's sitting solidly in A tier. He has really good combos. His brainwashing mechanics. He has two brainwashing mechanics that are really good. His beta is fucking nightmarish, and it can combo with his alpha, so he does a lot of damage on you. He's just a really good 1v1 character. I feel like in a team game, in like a team scenario or like Final Circle, he's not playing nearly to his strengths, even though his beta is an AoE and a mobility. His mobility is really good with his beta too. Like, you're always going to want to level up his beta. Like, there's no reason to level up anything else unless you've already maxed out your beta. But his beta is really good for mobility. As I said, he goes up in the air and it doesn't cancel his momentum, so it's like it's easy to like chase people. It's easy to run away from certain scenarios. So overall, I think Shinso is really good. I do think he is very annoying to fight, very annoying. But I mean, I don't know. He's just a really good character. Yeah, he's cancerous, but you know, I don't think. I feel like people really don't like his brainwashing mechanic and transblow. His tuning. I feel like that's part of why a lot of people don't like him. I don't know. I feel like nobody really likes Shinso. I didn't even really like Shinso in the show. But I mean, I guess he's alright, but oh well. We're talking about the game, so Shinso is just a really good character. Aizawa. Literally, Like, if you want to play Aizawa, just play Shiitsu. Like, Aizawa is just not great. Would I say he's C tier? No. His combos are really good. His special action is really good. Um, I'm gonna put him below. I'm gonna put him top of C tier. His alpha has okay mobility, but what it's really supposed to do is either do a grab combo or he jumps onto you and does a lot of damage. His gamma is pretty good for like area control in a short distance. His special action helps him guarantee more combos. It's just that his beta is useless, and also like his combos don't even really do that much damage unless you do like very specific movements that you'd never really pull off in a ranked game. So I don't know. I just don't think he's better. He doesn't deal with air characters. He can't really run away that well. He doesn't really chase that well. He does have options to do so, but they're not great. I don't know. I just don't think he's really in the same level of like as these guys. I think he's just a little worse. President Mike. He's just kind of a balanced strike character. I think he's better than Nejire. I think that's about it though. He does have a solid moveset. It's just that he doesn't really do anything better than A tier, S tier. I don't really think he's better than Strike Bakugo. I think Strike Bakugo's mobility is better. And so is like with all the other characters. I just think President Mike is just bottom of B tier. I think that's it. There's not much to say about him. Cementos, I feel like people overrate him. Would I put him in bottom of C tier? I don't know. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say he's just above Froppy. He does have a good alpha. He does have the Fortnite mechanic. He could box you in and do a lot of shit. He has a decent insta-res. The only problem with that is like it traps your friends, so it's more than likely that someone is gonna like destroy it and immediately kill them and immediately like shoot at them, you know. I feel like he's decent overall, but like the only problem is his buildings, they get destroyed pretty easily. So if you ever fought a red Shiggy, like he just hard counters, you know, with even with his special action and his beta. He just doesn't have any way to run away. He doesn't have any way to chase. He doesn't do well in open areas. I don't know. Like, there's just no reason to really play Cementos. I mean, I see a lot of people like. I don't know. I feel like the only reason is for his instant res and his like building control. But I don't know. I just don't think Cementos is as good as people say. I see people say he's like B tier, A tier. Some say he's A tier for some reason, but I just don't think that's true. I just don't think he's that good. And also, I think Cementos is like a huge waste in the roster. So I don't know. Maybe I'm sleeping on Cementos, but I just don't think he's good. Red Endeavor. He's I've seen some people do solid work on Red Endeavor. His beta does quite a lot, and his alpha has good tracking and damage. His gamma isn't nearly as bad as it used to be. I think he's a pretty good character. Would I put him in A tier? No. I do think he's better than Yellow All Might though. I'll put him here. I think he's a really good like balanced character. Yellow Endeavor should be cast into the pits of hell. Yellow Endeavor is a monstrosity. Uh, I think he's better. I'm gonna put him in low S tier. No. I'm gonna put him high A tier. I think low S tier is a little ridiculous. He just destroys ground characters. That's like his biggest strength. If you're a ground character and he puts you in the ring of fire, you're dead. That's all there is to it. You're just dead. His alpha has really good thirst for down people. His beta has really good area control. His special action is really good for flying, and you don't even need to use the fucking jump. You could just put a tuning on for space hop or something. You know what? No, that it might be a hot take, but I think Yellow Endeavor is just like one of the top characters. I think he is. I think he just does so much damage, and he has a good amount of health, and he just instantly deletes any character in the ground. Even if he's not deleting you as a ground character, he still forces you to use your abilities to get out of his circle. And his alpha is really good. His special action can chase you down. There's no real weakness that Yellow Endeavor really has. So I'm just gonna put him in S tier. Blue Hawks. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. I'll put him top of D tier, but ever since they heavily nerfed his special action and his beta, there's just no reason to play Hawks anymore. He used to be like literally the god of My Hero Ultra Rumble. He used to be literally the best character in the game. He used to be Lady Nagant level, where he was literally just a tier above the S tiers. But his special action can't take him all the way across the map anymore. His beta doesn't like instantly combo you to death anymore. His alpha isn't great. His gamma was never really good to begin with, so I don't know. There's just no real reason to play Hawks anymore. Not even for mobility's sake. You know, you're better off playing Ida for hit and run purposes. Like you cannot play Hawks at all. And then we got Strike Hawks. I feel like people sleep on Strike Hawks. I don't think he's like C tier or D tier as a lot of people put him. But I don't think he's better than Nejire. I'm gonna put him bottom of B tier. I don't think he's as bad as people are saying. His gamma has good movement. His beta has good movement, and he has a lot of area control. His alphas are very cancerous to fight, and they have good area control. I think Shrikehawk should be a technical. I don't think he should be a fucking strike character, but he has a lot of ways to combo you. He can chase you down with his beta, his gamma, on top of his special action. I just don't think he's as bad as people are saying. Now, am I gonna say he's really good? No. He doesn't do that. He doesn't really do that much damage. He doesn't really chase you down as good as like a red Kirishima or a blue Deku, but I mean, I don't see why people are thinking like he was one of the. I don't know why people think he was like one of the worst quirk sets to come out. I don't think he was that bad. I feel like the worst quirk set to come out was Purple Denki when it released, back when it released. But let's move on to Mount Lady. Mount Lady just isn't good. I'm gonna put her above Ibarra. She does decent damage. Her alpha is good. Her gamma's okay. Her beta is not great. Her beta is kind of bad. But back in the early days, she used to be kind of like a B tier because of her damage and the fact that she was an end game monster. But now that we're in like way later in the game, it's just like there's no real use in using Mount Lady at endgame. Number one, because there's always so many people who are staying alive at endgame. So you're never really gonna. So even if you guarantee one kill, you're gonna get shot by literally everyone else, and you're just gonna die as soon as you use her giant form. So doing that isn't as strong as it used to be. And it's also been made worse by the fact that Lady Nagat exists. She can hit you with her alpha and her special action pretty fucking easily. So you're just never really gonna stomp any late game like lobbies. Her chase potential is not great. Like her gammas are all right, but she just isn't. She just hasn't been like. She's never really been like good, but I mean, they've taken away like her one gimmick is just late game stomping. So she's just really bad now. I'd say buff her gamma, maybe buff her alpha, maybe change the way the beta works. I don't think her beta is really good. Or maybe like buff the damage reduction on giant form. That might be broken, but I don't know. It would give her something, you know. I just don't think she's in a good spot right now. I think since I'm a Shigaraki main, I'm gonna talk about these three later. I'm gonna save these three till the end. So we're gonna move on to All For One. Base All For One is like high C tier. I think he's better than Aizawa. Actually, you know what? No, he's not better than Strikeox. He's not better than Strikeox. I never really thought All For One was ever that good. Like his alpha is slow. His charge alpha isn't really worth it. He's really good against close range characters with his beta, and his gamma can easily be rolled. Like maybe you can catch people off guard, but oftentimes you're never really gonna hit that gamma combo. Like you're mostly just gonna be like hitting people with alphas and betas. But I just don't think his kit is that strong. But he is really good when you copy a quirk. I mean, he has 6 different abilities to work with. Out of all the ability copiers, he's probably the worst one though. So there's that. I feel like his ability to copy other abilities has been outshined by Toga and Monoma. So even if he's copying quirks, his base kit is still bad. So his gamma combos were like a gimmick from when he was released in like season 2, I think, or somewhere in season 1, but people know how to roll, so it's not really great. It's not good. Young All For One is pretty comfortable in A tier. Uh, mm, I don't think he's better than Tamaki, but he does have a comfortable spot in A tier. He has a fighter jet gamma that does a lot of area control. His beta is really, really good. It can either be slow or has a lot of area to cover. Or it can cover a straight line or cover an entire circle. Like his beta is just really good if you want to like ever get close to him. His alpha does a really good job at finishing opponents, and it also I think it's a good alpha to spam, and you pair that with your gamma to like chase people down. He's just a really solid character overall, and he has some very obnoxious late game cancer where he's using his gamma, and once you're in final circle, I mean, it's kind of wraps because he just does like fucking 200 damage with it with the big ass like circle blast, and that's not even counting like the blasts he uses while in his free flight, which is pretty fast compared to other flying characters. So yeah, I think he's resting comfortably at part of the top of A tier. Strike Dobby, um, Strike Dobby is I don't know. People are saying he's bad. I haven't really been seeing people play him either, but I do play him, and I do good with him, so it's kind of hard to tell. Um, he's better than Strike Hawks, better than Nejire, better than, better than, better than. I think he's like B tier. His beta locks onto you really well, even when he's not using the gamma version of it. It's really hard to deal with the gamma, and his beta locks onto you, does a shit ton of damage boosted by the gamma too. And if you ever want to play close combat with Red Dobby, too bad because it pushes you off if you do too much. But I don't know. I feel like they've nerfed him a bit, and he's been struggling lately. But other than that, he's a solid character. His special action suffers. Purple Dobby's special action is in that you're never able to guarantee it. People have to just straight up ignore you to like, you know, not trigger it. And most people know not to fucking try to finish you off with the finishing blow, because you just like instantly kill them with that. Like his special action has never been good. I feel like they should rework the special action. That's part of why I want Tech Dobby reworked too. Like his special action is just bad. Purple Toga. I've seen more purple togas than blue lately. And I think most of it is because of the many glitches she has right now. Like the Infinite plus Ultra glitch that was patched. But I'm pretty sure there was also like an acceleration glitch that helped her like spam alphas really easy. But what do I think? I don't think she's better than Strike Bakugo. But she is really good. Like they made her alphas, like her alphas are way better than they used to be. Her beta is okay. Her gamma is really good. It locks on, does a lot of damage, and she has the advantage of being able to switch characters and use their special actions, especially Momo's. Like, imagine fighting an overhaul, and you can literally copy his fucking special action so that you never die to him. Like, how broken is that? And you can also, if you've downed a Momo, you can suck her blood, transform into her, use her special action, and then, you know, repeat the process until Momo is dead. You know, and you just have a lot of level up cards. You might have a lot. You'll have a lot of healing cards. You might have a lot of level up cards. You'll have a few res cards. You're at least guaranteed at least one like res card. You know, one full res card. But yeah, yeah, Purple Toga used to be really annoying, but like she's in a decent spot. Blue Toga, I wouldn't say she's like A tier. She's definitely top of B tier though. I think she's also just a really solid character. She has the advantage of having more mobility than her purple counterpart, and she has easier to hit combos, and she also has that advantage of being able to, you know, transform into other characters, like I mentioned. Her alpha isn't as good as Purple Toga's, but it's pretty good. It's spammable. It's easy to fucking down people, or not easy to down people, but it's easy to finish people off with it. You know, when you're not using the Bloodsucker or anything. Twice. I mean, Purple Dobby needs a rework, but I was gonna say that Twice was. I was gonna say that Twice was worse than Purple Dobby. He technically is, but he does have a better kit than Dobby. Twice was one of those characters that fell off hard, like Hawks. The only difference is, what they did to Twice was they made it so you couldn't combo off the gamma and the beta. You couldn't really combo anyone anymore, or at least they made it so that the combos weren't completely brain dead, which was a good change. But on top of that, they like reduced a lot of his damage numbers. What made him so good was that he could combo into you and like have a lot of clones attack, but since he couldn't combo you like with brain dead combos, he actually required skill. But then on top of that, they just nerfed him. They nerfed his damage. So he's just not good anymore. He doesn't like his mobility was never that great, but now it's amplified by the fact that his damage isn't that good anymore, and his clone play wasn't as powerful as it used to be. So yeah, Twice fell off really hard, and there's no reason to really play him. So now we get into Compress. I remember when Compress used to be the worst character in the game, but after they've buffed his alpha and special action so many fucking times, he's sitting comfortably at somewhere in B tier. Like yeah, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna say he's better than No, he's not better than Monoma. He's not better than Monoma, but he is really, really, really good. I do think he is really good. I remember back in the old days of Compress, because I used to like I still do kind of main him, but I remember when I played a lot of Compress, they made him. He used to be so trash. His alpha used to do literally no damage. Like even now, his alpha isn't even good until you get to level 7. But it used to be even worse than it was before. His beta's always been fucking useless. His special action didn't revive, so it was literally just like used for practically nothing. His gamma has always been good though, but I remember back in the olden days, there used to be this glitch with Compress that literally made him unplayable. There was this glitch where the objects that would come out of his orbs, his marbles, they wouldn't pop out. So you could only hit them with the base marble that does like 5 damage. Which is just, There's just no reason to play him, especially since he literally couldn't res with a special action on top of that. So he was literally just useless. He used to just be useless, but I'm glad he's at the position he's at now. He could be a little annoying to fight sometimes, but you know what? I'm glad Mr. Compress is good. He used to be terrible on release. But now he's like a legitimate threat, and he's by far the best support in the game. Speaking of supports, we have the last two with Overhaul and Kurogiri. We're gonna start with Overhaul. Overhaul is really bad. I'm gonna adjust the spots a little. Yeah, Overhaul is top of D tier. He does have really good ground control. He has a really good he finishes off down people really good with his beta. He has good combos. He's really tanky. His special action is really good. It interrupts combos and it also heals them for full health and 150. Shield, half shield. Um, his gamma has always been good and it combos with his alpha really well. But he can't go up high ground. He can't chase. He can't run away. If anyone has a height advantage over him, he does nothing. Um, he there are characters who control the ground way better. Um, I honestly might say he needs a rework, but I don't know. I don't think Overhaul needs a rework. I just think his I just think they just need to stop adding characters like these. If so many of these characters didn't exist, Overhaul would probably be in a better spot. Like, because there's nothing particularly wrong with this kit. It's just that so many characters are always in the air against him. You know, so many characters can go up in the air and outrange him. Like, there's no real point to playing Overhaul over anyone else, even if he has a lot of good properties. Kurogiri, I think he's better than Cementos. I think he's better than Ida. I don't think he's better than Momo. I know Kurogiri has that weird ass like portal combo. He has a really really good special action that makes up for the mistakes of your teammates. He can run away really well, but other than that, like it's not hard to fight him at all. He's just annoying. He doesn't do anything well. He doesn't his damage is like his damage is bad. Like there's just no reason to really play Kurogiri if you want if you want to do damage or like run away. Like he doesn't do anything that special. Now we get into the Giga Chad character, Shigaraki. I have so many fucking hours on Strike Shigaraki alone, but yeah, so it could be biased. I I think he's top of C tier. In that case, I'm gonna put him. I'm gonna put Strike Hawks like below Aizawa, below Yoi, below Momo. To be honest, I don't know. Like look. I still think Strike Hawk is slept on, but after thinking about it more, I think he is worse than these characters. Strike Shigaraki has really really good building control. Like his beta goes to like 3 floors of a building, so he is really really good in certain scenarios of maps. His alpha can go through ice wall. His alpha can be spammed for a lot of damage. His beta is really good. His gamma is bad. I know it targets health, but it's very inconsistent. Like oftentimes you're just gonna like use his gamma to kind of run away. Use his gamma and his special action to run away. But yeah, his special action doesn't do anything. If you hit him with like, if you hit them, it applies embrittlement, but only for like maybe like 5 seconds. Like it does nothing for Shigaraki. But what people have been using him for, what people have been using the special action for, is for that little bit of mobility that it provides, because it always carries him in the direction you aim it in. So fortunately, he is kind of good with that. But Strike Shigaraki struggles what most ground characters have, and it's just that he can't chase. He can't do anything if the opponent is in the air. They have tried to improve him with people who are like shooting him from top of buildings. His alpha travels up buildings, but it's not that great. Like, you're oftentimes still not going to hit them. But on occasion it'll work, and he is an endgame monster, so I'll say he's top of C tier, but he just doesn't do anything like crazy compared to the people in B tier, A tier, S tier. I still think Yellow Shigaraki is better than Red. I know people will disagree and say that Yellow Shigaraki fell off, but are we really gonna pretend that Strike Shigaraki is better? He's not. I play Strike Shigaraki more, and he's not. Every time I play Yellow Shigi, I just win with him. Like, he's literally just a better version of Red. Where to put him though? Better than Purple Denki. I'm gonna put him below Strike Todoroki. I think that's a good place to put him. We're gonna put Purple Denki a little bit lower. I think always better. But yeah, Yellow Shigaraki, he's just a better version of Red. He has good area. He has a lot better area control with his beta. The only difference is you could actually hit airborne targets with his beta. You could hit airborne targets with his gamma. His alpha is a better version of Red Shigaraki's alpha, because it travels like wider. Yeah, it travels shorter, but that doesn't really matter, because he has tools to like help him get close, like his gamma, and his special action too. But yeah, he also has that beta and gamma combo that instantly kills you. So, I don't think I don't think he's that bad. I feel like people are like, I don't get how people are saying that he's worse than Red. He's not worse than Red. And then the big bad Purple Shigaraki. I think he is very overrated. But I'm not gonna be a fucking retard by putting him anything less than S tier. I think the reason I think he's very, very overrated is because he's mostly carried by the Revenge Support and Revenge Assault tunings. That's really it, though. I mean, his alpha, yeah, it's cancerous and it catches you off guard, but it is slow. It's easy to dodge. His beta is inconsistent. But it does really good damage, and it gives him a lot of mobility. His regeneration, cancerous, it regenerates health and shield. So when you have it with Revenge Assault and Revenge Support, he's just unkillable. But his special action is like it's the same as the other ones, so it just gives him an extra bit of mobility. But I kind of wish he had a different special action. I kind of wish they just made him into a new character. But I don't know. Purple Shigaraki to me, he's the pinnacle of everything that's wrong with Ultra Rumble. I feel like I have to make a video on this version of Shigaraki because he's kind of ruined the game even for like Shigaraki players, you know? Like as a red Shigaraki main, it's like it's really annoying because fucking you kind of have to pick. Not only do you kind of have to pick purple Shigaraki to compete nowadays. Uh, if other people want to play him, then it just ruins your chance at playing Shigaraki at all. That's kind of why I wish he was just a character, so that if other people are playing purple Shigaraki, I can at least play my red Shigaraki. But no, even for red and yellow Shigaraki players, purple Shigaraki kind of ruins the game in that regard. Um, but yeah, I do think he is overrated, but he is S tier right now. I feel like people complain. I feel like people complain about his kit too much. I don't think his kit is that crazy. It's just that he's carried a lot by his tunings that make him practically immortal. If he didn't have that, then it'd be like he'd probably be like somewhere in like A tier. But I don't know. It's kind of just like what do you even do? Do you get rid of tuning altogether? Well, that's a big waste of time and effort. Do you nerf his kit? Well, I mean, he's still gonna be invincible. He just doesn't do damage on top of that. So what exactly do you want to do with him? But I could make a few adjustments to this tier list. Uh, maybe put yellow Endeavor high A tier. I don't know. I mean, I kind of think he is S tier, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna put Yellow Urika above Purple Mario. I think Yellow Urika is better. Maybe switch out Red Denki and Blue Toga. That I think that's a little more accurate. Maybe put him below Monoma. I feel like I should put an S tier character in the A tier. I'm gonna put Yellow Endeavor. Yes, he does delete ground characters, but you can shoot him in the air. You can use mobility to get away from his ring of fire. It's just that I don't know. He's always forcing you to use abilities to get out of his ring of fire, though. But even as a red Shigaraki player, I could still get out of his ring of fire with my special action. There's ways to play around Yellow Endeavor, so I'm not gonna put him in S tier. But he is still cancerous. He's gonna be top of A tier. But yeah. I mean, I think this is a pretty accurate tier list. I think I'll even rename the tiers. Let's see. Rectal prolapse. Prolapse. Rectal prolapse, not prolasp. I don't know why I brain farted there. High tier cancer. No. No, because if anything, the people above them would be high tier cancer. What should I name it? No weakness gang. Because like I don't know, all the tiers above B are kind of characters that just have no weakness ever. What should I name it? I want to give them special names, so. I'll just say cancer. B is for balanced. Bad. Terrible. Yeah, I think this is pretty accurate. Yeah, you know what? There's not much I would change here. I feel like these five are kind of like the meta characters, but these two are pretty these are pretty aids to go against. So yeah, I think that's about it. I think we can end it off with that. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.